Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for visiting the YouTube channel for bestbiblecommentaries.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about the best reviewed technical commentary on Luke, the best reviewed mid-level commentary on Luke, and the best reviewed introductory commentary on Luke. I'm also going to share with you a few academic reviews. I'm going to put links in the description box down below to the top 10 commentaries on Luke, so you can see where these fit into that overall framework. If you're interested in that, follow that link. I'm also going to put a link in the description box of the top 50 Bible commentary series, and you'll see that several of these series I'm showing you in this video are actually in the top 10 commentary series based on aggregate academic reviews. Before I get into it, I invite you to subscribe to this channel if you're interested in seeing videos on biblical studies resources like Bible commentaries, study Bibles, theology books. Also, clicking the thumbs up button really helps me out, pushes my videos out to new people. Appreciate you considering doing that. And feel free to leave a comment or ask a question down below. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and it is okay in the comment section if you want to disagree with something I said. That's no problem at all. Or you want to share, maybe a Luke volume that you found helpful that I didn't mention, no problem at all. I'm just please use my videos as a starting point, and I'm happy to welcome different perspectives. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is talk about introductory Luke commentaries. Now, this is with these videos where I do these, talk about commentaries in 3 different categories. The hardest one always is the introductory commentaries, because academic reviews, academic journals that I like to consult, they don't always interact with introductory commentaries, because the journals are written more for professors, sometimes pastors, but a lot of times for professors, and professors usually aren't the one who are using introductory commentaries. That's pastors will use them, but just Bible study leaders, Sunday school teachers, small group leaders, people like that. So it's a little bit more of a guesswork for me on the introductory side, but nevertheless, what I would say is that, and I'm kind of, this one is kind of straddling the fence between introductory and mid-level, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in the introductory category anyway, because I want to. No, I'm going to show you an alternative too. But Daryl Bach is considered by many people to be the preeminent Lucan scholar of our day, and he has written more advanced Luke commentaries than this that I'll show you in just a minute. But if you want someone who's really well reviewed and you want their comments that it's mostly in an introductory framework, introductory approach, this Luke volume in the IVP, New Testament Commentary series, would be a great option, I would say. And again, this is straddling the fence between introductory and mid-level, and also one that I'm not showing is Bach's volume on Luke in the NIV Application Commentary series. Both this IVP series and that NIV Application Commentary series, as the name suggests, not only explain the text, but try and make the text relevant to today, meaning they're making application suggestions to the reader. So that's why I would put this, maybe part of it at least goes in the introductory category. I think Sunday school teachers would do fine with this book. I think small group leaders would do fine, maybe a little bit more depth than they're used to, but I think this is a good alternative for the mid-level option from Bach that I'll show you. So Bach does have Luke commentaries in this IVP series, in the NIV Application Commentary series, and the BECNT series that I'll show you in just a moment. So, and those aren't his only books on Luke. He has other books on Luke, not commentaries, but some theology books. So I'm going to put this one at the top of the introductory category, but I'm also going to mention this alternative. Now, this is a new release, and the reason why I'm saying that I think this would be worthy of consideration as the best introductory commentary on Luke, even though it hasn't been out that long, is because Dale Ralph Davis' other commentaries in the Focus on the Bible series are very, very well reviewed. A lot of people really enjoy them, and pastors, small group leaders, Sunday school teachers, probably not a lot of professors using this series, but maybe some. But his others, like, First and Second Kings, First and Second Samuel, he's got some others in the Old Testament version of this series that are at the top of the class as far as those books of the Bible. So I'm anticipating that his Luke volumes, and there's 2 volumes, I'm just showing you one. The 2 Luke volumes in this series are going to be well reviewed for the introductory level commentary. So people use these for devotional books. They would be great for small groups. So I think that, but this is, it is a new release. It's a 2021, if I remember. Yes. So it just came out this year. So it's still, those volumes are still pretty new. And a side benefit is that these are very affordable paperbacks. Same with the IVP. But they're very affordable paperbacks as opposed to one of the technical commentary that I'm going to show you that is kind of expensive. Another alternative, if you wanted a third alternative for the introductory, would be Philip Graham Ryken in the Luke's volume. There's 2 of them in the Reformed Expository Commentary series. And then one other one, R. Kent Hughes Luke volume in the Preaching the Word series. So those are the 4 that I think would be in that discussion for top of the class as far as introductory commentaries on Luke go. All right, I'm just going to move these so they don't fall. Best mid-level commentary, and I've talked about this one in other videos, and this is 2 volumes as well. I'm just showing you the first volume, but this is Luke in the Baker Exegetical Commentary in the New Testament series by Daryl, Bach. Both volumes together amount to over 2,000 pages of commentary. It's mid-level, so Bach is dealing with the Greek. I suppose I would say portions of it lean a little bit more technical. If you're not used to using biblical studies resources and Bible commentaries, this is probably would not be my first recommendation. Maybe one of the other ones that I've already mentioned would be a better starting point. There is not a separate section for application in this commentary. The focus is on the exegesis of the text. So a person does not need to be fluent in New Testament Greek to be able to utilize it, but perhaps a reader will get more insight the more familiar they are with Greek. But this is generally, out of all categories, this is often considered the best commentary on Luke today. I have it ranked number 1 as far as academic reviews go on my website. And but some people might have, just for theological considerations, they might consider an alternative because Bach is dispensational and they want a different approach. So a couple of reviews for this Bach volume. Journal for the Evangelical Theological Society says the pastor, teacher, or scholar who is prepared to pay the hefty price of this work should agree with the back jacket endorsement that, quote, if you can only have one commentary on Luke, it looks as if Daryl Bach has written it. He might just overtake his mentor, I. Howard Marshall, as the preeminent evangelical Lucan scholar of our day. And that was a review from Craig Blomberg, so some of you might be familiar with his scholarship. One other one from Trinity Journal. Bach, quote, offers a worthy evangelical contribution to Lucan studies. As a tour guide, he is very competent historically, exegetically, and pastorally. Bach's constant attention to synoptic parallels is handled in a way which results in clarification, not confusion. Alternatives to Bach as far as the mid-level goes. James Edwards. Edwards is Arminian. Pillar is one of the highest ranking, or one of the best reviewed commentary series available. So this is going to be a close second to Bach. It's newer than Bach, so perhaps in time it will even rival Bach. A few other ones I would put in this category for consideration for mid-level would be Joel Green in the NICNT series. That is Arminian. David Garland in the Zondervan Exegetical Commentary in the New Testament series. Garland is Baptist. And so those would be a couple of alternatives for the mid-level. All right. Best reviewed technical commentary on Luke would be I. Howard Marshall, who was just mentioned in the review before. So perhaps we could say a generation ago, the preeminent Lucan scholars considered I. Howard Marshall. Today it's considered Daryl Bach. I think most people would agree with that. But, okay, so I. Howard Marshall in the GTC series. This is a technical commentary. As far as this series go, I think this is a little bit more readable or accessible than some of the other NIGTC volumes, but it is technical. So if you are not familiar with Greek, you're not going to maximize the content of the commentary, especially with this series. It's an excellent series for what it is, but the target audience is not lay people. It might not even be pastors. I can't remember how the publisher describes it, but definitely scholars and professors, and at least pastors who would be familiar with Greek. From the couple of academic reviews, one from the Westminster Theological Journal. As is usual with an exegetical commentary on the Greek text, only limited space is devoted to theological motifs and implications. The preacher may find himself frustrated. Marshall presents solid evidence for historicity to those not antecedently convinced of Luke's divine authority. This by itself is a useful achievement. Okay, I think I pronounced that word correctly. Antecedently. It's not a word I say every day. Antecedently. Yes. Okay. And the conclusion to the review in the Westminster Journal is that, quote, Marshall's book will long serve as a standard for Lucan study. I commend it enthusiastically to the serious students of Luke. And then one more from the Reformed Theological Review. The wonder is that Dr. Marshall keeps his head and sticks. Let me start over. The wonder is that Dr. Marshall keeps his head and sticks to his task of exegesis so effectively. It is perhaps remarkable that he does not find it necessary to divide out the various aspects of his study, as the manner of some is. A single paragraph on a verse will contain textual, linguistic, historical, and theological comment, and at the same time handle the opinions of a number of other commentators or those who have studied synoptic relationships. The effect of this method is to keep the text itself preeminent and all aspects of study subservient to its elucidation. It is a great achievement to have done this without the loss of style or interest. So I hope this video has been helpful in understanding these Luke commentaries. Feel free, please, leave comments below what commentaries on Luke have been helpful to you, and feel free to follow the links to Best Luke Commentaries page and the Best Top 50 Bible Commentary Series page that I'll include in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.